How's it everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My family and I recently just got back from our weekend stay in Singapore. We had an amazing time. Singapore is a country known for its innovation, sustainability, and multicultural heritage. In this video, I'm gonna share with you everything that we ate during our weekend stay in Singapore. Seriously, if you love food and you have not been to Singapore, you are really missing out. After arriving at Lavender Station, we checked into our room at V Hotel Lavender. Across from the hotel is the Kitchener complex, where you can find a variety of restaurants serving hawker-style food. Here at Toast Box, we're gonna try a classic Singaporean dish, kaya toast. This traditional Singaporean breakfast consists of white toast, kaya, a sweetened coconut jam, and pats of butter. It is typically served with coffee and soft-boiled eggs. Prepare your eggs by cracking them open, adding a drizzle of dark soy sauce, a dash of black pepper, give it a stir, taste, and adjust. When you're ready, dip your toast into the eggs and enjoy. Some people are gonna get grossed out by these soft-boiled eggs, but trust me, this is the only way they eat it. It's a simple dish, but it's perfectly balanced. The crunchiness of the toast, the richness of the butter, the sweetness of the jam, and the savoriness of the eggs. Also in the Kitchener complex is Penang Savor, a restaurant specializing in Malaysian cuisine. This is Hokkien Cha Mi, a Kuala Lumpur-style Hokkien mee, not to be confused with Penang Hokkien mee. Hokkien Cha Mi is a stir-fried noodle dish, tossed with dark soy sauce, pork and prawn stock, and pork lard.
Ooh, oh, it's good. Ooh, oh, it's good.
This dish right here is a prawn mee, or the Penang-style Hokkien mee I was referring to earlier. Typically, the dish is served with two types of noodles, a bihon noodle and a thick yellow noodle, and it's served in a prawn stock. The broth is made by simmering the heads and shells of the prawns and pork bones together for hours, creating a deep reddish-orange colored broth. Here we have Penang Laksa. It's a noodle dish served in a spicy and tangy fish broth. I really enjoyed the flavor of this broth. It was a little citrusy, a little sour. If you're familiar with the Filipino dish sinigang, it kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, super tasty. Loved it.
Not too spicy. What's good?
At the other end of the hotel is another food court, Kofu, which literally translates to mouth blessing, or mouth good luck, or mouth fortune. As with all food courts in Singapore, this one had a ton of variety, serving up dishes like Singapore Hokkien mee and nasi goreng, lemon popcorn chicken, and wonton ramen. What I personally enjoyed, and I was super happy because I got to have it all to myself, was the Taiwanese braised pork noodle. It's a noodle dish served with tender braised pork, zha chai, which is pickled mustard greens, and a braised egg. The pork is slowly braised in a sweet and savory mix of soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, and 5 spice. The pork becomes super tender and flavorful, soaking up the rich and aromatic sauce. Just outside of the food court, we found this interesting little shop. This is bakwa, a Chinese-style pork jerky. The meat is marinated, dried, and then grilled over charcoal, caramelizing it, giving it a sweet and smoky taste. I won't show the footage, it was a massacre when I ate it, but trust me, it was so good. When in Singapore, it is a must to hit up the hawker stalls, so we headed to Lau Pa Sat first. We got there early to avoid any crowds, but it does fill up quick. The name of this stall is the same name given to its Michelin-starred dish, Nasi Lemak Ayam Talawang. This is the first time I've ever tried anything Michelin-starred, stall, restaurant, or otherwise, so I was pretty damn excited about it. There's a lot going on in the dish, so I'll break it down. The dish consists of grilled chicken, homemade sambal, coconut-infused rice, cucumbers, more sambal, a fried egg, fried anchovies, and peanuts. The dish is a fusion between Malaysian and Indonesian cuisine. Nasi lemak originating from Malaysia and ayam taliwang from Indonesia.
Oh, it's so spicy. Holy chili, like garlicky. More very much chili. Good. The rest is super coconutty. Cannot have this unless you really like spicy food.
And now we wander around Chinatown, where the streets are filled with people and the smell of durian. FYI, I have had durian once, and once was enough.
Oh, that smells so good.
As a travel tip, Singapore can get hot and humid at times, not as bad as the Japanese summer, but try to dress comfortably and stay as cool as you can. I was in hot pursuit of some Hainanese chicken rice, so we went over to the Chinatown complex, and this is what we ran into. Lines everywhere in the hawker center. The queue for some of these places were 10 to 20 minutes, and I was not about to wait 20 minutes for some Hainanese chicken rice.
I think this is the one. The chicken rice.
We got chicken rice everywhere. There's a few places that sell the chicken rice.
I was talking out of my ass just then. I didn't actually know if there were more stalls that served Hainanese chicken rice. We would find out later on that I was absolutely right. Since the Chinatown complex was just too crazy, we headed over to the Maxwell Food Center. If you're at the Maxwell Food Center and you're going to get some Hainanese chicken rice, chances are you're headed to this stall, where the wait is going to be at least 20 minutes. I'm sure there are subtle differences between each chicken rice in each stall, but we shared our table with the local, and he had also said that the difference was minimal. You can get chicken rice anywhere, so I followed his advice. In this hawker center alone, you can get it here, here, or here, which is where I went. The uncle was all by himself, no line, and he had a smaller portion. To prepare Hainanese chicken rice, a whole chicken is lightly poached in broth to keep it tender. The rice is then cooked with that same poaching liquid, along with garlic, ginger, and pandan leaves. 3 sauces are typically served with it: a chili sauce, a ginger sauce, and a dark soy sauce.
It's pretty light. Yeah. Pretty light. It's good though.
And now we're off to the Marina Bay Sands. The Marina Bay Sands has over 80 dining options, including celebrity chef restaurants, casual dining bars and lounges, and a food court, Dasapura Masters. The food court features around 30 stalls, offering a variety of Asian cuisines, including Singaporean, Malaysian, Chinese, Indian, Thai, and Japanese. As soon as you walk into the food court, it can get pretty overwhelming. I mean, there's just so much food. Around this time, I had gotten food fatigue. I was hitting the wall. So I decided to get something that I was a little bit more familiar with. This is a roasted meat trio consisting of roasted duck, char siu, and roast pork. This food court was a little bit pricier than other food courts and definitely a lot more expensive than hawker stalls, but I'll make sure I leave room in my stomach next time so I can try more food here. I will have my revenge on you, MBS. And that's it, there you have it. Did we miss anything? There were so many things we didn't get to do and so much food we didn't get to try. 2 days is definitely not enough, especially if you love to eat. But I promise you, this is not our last visit to Singapore. So if you've ever visited Singapore or you're from Singapore, let me know in the comments. What did I miss? What do I absolutely have to try the next time I'm there? And if you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll be sure to have more videos up for you. Thank you, mahalo, and aloha.